Hey guys, DarkAvengerINC here.
Hi.
It's my brother Chris.
You already introduced me.
DarkAvengerINC.
But I'm DarkAvengerINC.
No, you're not. And also, ignore the air conditioner over there. It's very
No!
hot and
You must pay attention to the air conditioner.
it's
I
keeping
love
us,
the air conditioner.
right, because it's keeping us warm from the heat.
You shut your
And
mouth.
welcome
You shut your mouth, I said.
to a brand new video idea that I wanted to do on my channel for quite a while now.
Porn?
No.
Oh.
And in this video, I'm actually
Porn?
having the chance to do that. And I see from the title, wherever the title is,
Porn.
it's called a What If Comic Review, Episode 1. Now, all of you are probably wondering, what is a What If Comic Review?
It's like, what if Mike actually did comic books?
Well, what do you know? I'm doing that.
Cheater.
How is... Anyway, guys, a What If Comic Review is a comic book that is from only Marvel, because Marvel only does the What If series. And the title always starts with what if, you know, and then it says the title. Now,
What if Mike actually reviewed a comic?
yeah, and added to that,
What if Mike
you-
was actually Dude of Rock 18?
I am DarkAvengerINC.
Well, what do you know?
Hello. So yeah, so stuff that, for those of you who read Marvel Comics, what if is also stuff that already happened in the Marvel Universe, but what if it was the other way around? Like, what if it changed differently? That the stuff that did happen didn't actually happen. And you'll get the hang of it when I discuss this comic book. And by the way, I will show artwork as well as the other stuff. And my first What If comic review is what if the Punisher's family hadn't been killed. Now, just to give you guys a brief
He'd
about...
be you.
As you
He'd
guys...
be dull and boring.
Alright, come on. Can I just explain, please?
Well, fine. Go ahead and explain.
Now,
your
the
stupid
Punisher, as you see from the shirt also, he is my second favorite, like, hero or anti-hero, whatever he is. He's a vigilante, I'll say that much. The reason why Frank Castle became the Punisher is because his family died from the Mafia, and he takes vengeance out of the people and punishes them because of what happened to his family. Therefore, he just goes around killing without that. So that's a little brief of the Punisher. And also Spider-Man appears in this issue, but just for like one page, and Spider-Man's my first favorite superhero for that. And also there is a character that's mainly in the What If called the Watcher. And I'll show him...
We all know who the Watcher is.
Right, but I'm telling those who don't read the Marvel comic books. So it starts off at Central Park where Frank Castle with his family is flying a kite. Hopefully all of you see the artwork. The artwork's great. Classic artwork is just really amazing. And this is the Watcher right here. And he explains, like I just did about the Punisher. And so it starts off with the reality question of what if the Punisher's family had not been killed in Central Park. So there is the these mafia people who want to kill Frank Castle and his family. For what reason, we don't know. So it shows you of the event that actually did happen, of how the Punisher became to be.
He died.
Yeah.
Because Batman is better.
So the reason why he became Punisher was because he claimed Frank Castle dead, and he wants to be known as the Punisher. An unending vengeance. So as this page now continues, this is what didn't happen in a comic book, but what if it did? So in the apartment building, Frank Castle wants to join the police force, which they accept him. And here is Frank Castle as a police officer, which is kind of ironic because he was a police officer, but before that he was a Vietnam soldier, I believe, in that. So they're just going around, and here's Spider-Man actually that appeared in this issue, and it shows that Spider-Man, how he saved crime and all that, and they think that Spider-Man's a problem because J. Jonah Jameson of the Daily Bugle posts all these things in the paper saying Spider-Man's a menace and yada yada yada. But that's Spider-Man. This is focusing on Frank Castle before he became the Punisher. So they're in court trying to find out about the money of what's been going on. So Frank Castle's on trial to answer the question of the money that this guy stole, and the judge is there as well, where this is where it gets actually very interesting. This guy actually pays off a judge with a special envelope that he gives money to him, saying that like, instead of saying like this guy is guilty, it's like just saying not guilty by saying that he finds the police search illegal and all evidence from it tainted, meaning that they lost, and that's what the juvenile justice system is like. So it's just really an all-out thing of finding out about the payment stuff, and there's just a whole lot of stuff, and the wife is worried actually, because he is a married man, and he's like saying, you know, what about our kids, like who will protect them if God forbid something should happen, because of you know, being a police officer is very risky and all that. So Frank Castle actually meets up with this guy who is what was his name? Captain Kermati. He meets up with in the office to actually help him out with the evidence. And they were fellow Marines, so that's how they know each other. And he's explaining the whole detail of what happened in the court. So he's just saying that all he wants is for him to find evidence that he could give to the people that he works with, and he just wants facts, so that way there could be proof about how the guy paid. And let's just say that Captain John Kamadi, he was never like this, as they said, because he tells the boss that they got a problem. So this guy is actually someone that's not to be trusted after that. So there's just this right here where he just sees everything. It's just
Hey Mike, I see
everywhere, and it just gets more dangerous. So back at his home, he's with his 2 kids. I thought he had a son from what they said in the movie, but he has a son and a daughter, which is like, they just changed the story around from the movie to this. I just don't know. So there's actually this funny page right here where like, the son wants to be a superhero, and his mother creates a costume for him that has a skeleton on it, and he's thinking of the name, and he wants to call himself Captain Punisher. And I thought that scene was very funny, actually. So he's just looking at some evidence, Frank Castle, of the pictures of what to give to the captain to show proof that he paid the judge for him to change his mind about the trial. So he goes back to John Kamadi, and he's saying that he'll send it over to the DA. That's who he was going to send it to. And, you know, he just says, like, I'm sure I can depend on you not to say anything to anyone else, and soon you won't be able to. So this guy's just getting very, very, very shady as we get to know this John Kamati person. Um, Meanwhile, Jake, who visits the Castle family, is there as well, and he stays over. And here's where the action actually begins. Like, I don't know if they're the mafia or what they are, but they start shooting up the house where Frank Castle is, and here is his family who died. Now, I know it says, what if the Punisher's family have been killed, but that was before, but this is leading to the middle of the Punisher's family getting killed anyway, because he still needs to become the Punisher. And it is sad, though, of what happened to his family. And meanwhile, John Kamati is at the, Captain John Kamati is at Frank Castle's funeral, where they believe Frank Castle and his family died. But John Kamati gets shot, and we don't know by who. And this is the Punisher before the skull, because notice here, the skull is not on his chest yet. And he just goes after so many people. He goes after Judge Maramine, and he attacks him. And, you know, there's just so much that is happening. And here's Spider-Man, once again, appeared in this panel. And he says, you know, there has to be a brand, like, you know, like a public, like a brand for him as Public Enemy #1, like they did to Spider-Man. So, meanwhile, Mr. Robinson, who is in the DA, gets the envelope where there's proof that the guy paid the judge. So there's proof right there. And the Kingpin was in this issue, and he just says, you know, his note, Frank Castle speaks of him coming to kill him in his own office, and he's saying that this man that they speak of is insane and very dangerous. And he wants him to go find the man and bring his head to him, because that's how the Kingpin is. So he just keeps striking one by one, and here is where we see the Punisher for the very first time, who is going after Maguire, and he's like saying, but Castle, you're dead, like I was at the funeral and they buried you. I just love this line he says, Frank Castle is dead. He died with his family. I'm the Punisher. That line itself was just amazing. And so Frank Castle is reborn as the Punisher, walks into the night. He lives solely as an agent of justice, an avenger who will not rest until there is no evil left on the face of this earth. And he knows and observe and record everything, for he is the Watcher. And that's the end of the book. And they have the what if advertisements of what if the living recorder had to find work on Earth, which I thought was a bit hilarious. Then here's one you'll like, Chris. What if the Thing were an Elvis Presley impersonator? And what if Hawkeye used golf clubs instead of a bow and arrows? No lie, seriously. And then they have this, what if the Fantastic Four all had the same powers, as a preview cover. And, yeah. So this book was, lots of twists and turns, actually, of how Frank Castle became the Punisher. Not the very beginning, but at the middle, where his family died. But unfortunately, his family does die, and that's how he becomes the Punisher, to seek vengeance from the people who killed him. And he just sets out vengeance everywhere. So, this book, guys, I give a 5 out of 5. This book was really amazing. The artwork was classic, and it was an enjoyable read. I actually like reading the what if comic books, so what changes would have went around if this didn't happen, this book actually brought that out, and the Watcher's in it. So for those of you Watcher fans, you'll definitely pick this up. This is issue 10, I believe. Like right here, Chris. Like I think it's issue 10.
It is. It's the 10th What If.
Yeah, this is the 10th What If issue. So, you know, but I call it just a What If comic review because I'm just gonna pick up like random What If comics. So in future videos, I'll do it. But comment below if you liked this brand new idea, and I'll be more than happy to do in the future videos of What If comic reviews. So that is the first episode. What if the Punisher's family hadn't been killed, of the 10th issue. There are 2 websites that I want to say before I go to check out. I've said this in my past videos as an advertisement. Do not forget to check out this website, which is right here behind me, and that is comicrelated.com. comicrelated.com. They have all your comic book news, reviews, and lots of other reviews that you guys should absolutely check out. So please go on comicrelated.com to check that out today. Also, don't forget to check out our group channel. Brooklyn Boys 13 is one of them, but there's the other group channel where we do comic books, which is DarkAvengerINC.
Best comic review with a jingle. Best comic reviews. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, no, we do lots of stuff and we love it.
Yes, and we're getting lots of subscribers, and you guys out there, if you guys haven't checked it out, please do and subscribe to us, because me and my brother are on there, and even Kevin Shawwolf000 is on there with lots of other people, and it's a really great site, so please check that out. That is Dark Avenger Inc. I'll put both Comic Related and Dark Avenger Inc. in the description. The links will be provided below. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for the air conditioner, for those of you who could hear me or not.
No, listen to the air conditioner.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Listen to the air conditioner.
Yes, so I'm DRock18, and he's my brother Chris, Dark Avenger C6. Once again, Marvel comic book of the What If comic review, episode 1 of this. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it, as I will do more of them in the future. And brand new idea finally came to life. It actually happened. For a new idea, I actually never did a comic on my site, I don't think. I think this is the first time, because I did singing videos, figure reviews, video games a lot, actually. So just reaching out to new ideas, and this actually came up as that. So, yeah, anything you gotta say?
I say, my name is Chris. I'm DarkAvengerINC. Nice
No,
to meet you.
you're not. You're Dark Avenger C6.
I am DarkAvengerINC.
Yes, but you're not DarkAvengerINC.
Yes, I am.
I am.
I'm every. No, you're not.
Alright, so anyway, guys, yeah, I did say my outro already. So take care and rock on. Later, guys. Don't forget to pick up this comic book.
If they can find it.
If they can find it.
What if I found the Punisher?
It's right here. So you found it.
I don't want it.
Well, good. It's mine
I found
anyway.
a better book. It's called Superman.
Alright, take care, everybody, and rock on.
Rock and roll.
Later, guys.
Rock.